Because Marvel's just never going to end it. They just don't want to.
No,
That's
I
how they
can't.
go.
Yep. They'll just restart and restart. At least they won't reboot the whole universe like DC's done.
Need to go back to if somebody dies in Marvel, they stay dead for like
Yeah.
10 years.
Oh, we're live.
Oh, hey everybody! Hey, it's New Comic Book Day, so we're talking about comics.
Yay, comics!
Yay!
Well, thanks for joining us again. Two comic book dudes here. Aaron Clutter, editor in chief of Comic Booked,
Justin Paget, managing editor over there at Comic Booked,
and we're here to tell you about all our cool comic stuff that we picked up today. Go through our haul, so kind of making a little name change. We'll see if this sticks or not. That this will be our Super Comic Haul show. Isn't that awesome?
It's super.
Yeah. So this is our 10th video we've done so far for the new Comic Book Day, whatever we want to call it. So we normally go through every book, show you the cover, talk about it a little bit, give you some history, give you what we expect.
No, this is number 11.
Oh, is it?
It is number 11.
Okay. So I was just doing a little drop-down thing, and I missed one. So it's number 11. It's our 11th show, so that's awesome. Actually, it's like our 70-something show, but it's our 11th show specifically about comics.
Of this format.
Right.
Subject matter.
Yep. So we hope you like this. I mean, it's something where if you can't get to the shop, you can watch us and kind of see what we got. Hopefully, we spark your interest in some new books, something you haven't heard of before. Maybe you ask your local comic shop, hey, two comic book dudes were talking about this, and I really want to get this book. It'd be cool if you actually said it that way when you went to your shop, and then they're going to go, two comic book who?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, then point us to the website, comicbook.com, or our Facebook page, two comic book dudes or comic booked, either one of those. You'll find all the good stuff there. So anyway, on to the comics. Start out with DC. And I think you said you had 2, and I have 3, and we don't have any of them the same.
Probably not.
So
you go first, and then I'll go, and then you go, and then I'll
go.
And then you'll be done.
My first one is Harley Quinn, number 20.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, Harleywood. It's kind of neat. So Harley had her team of Harleys, her gang of Harleys that's been going out and doing good around town. Last issue, they wrapped up the storyline where they were fighting a Popeye ripoff character. Oh, we can't say Popeye ripoff, but that's pretty much what he was. Captain Strong, and he was eating some strange radioactive seaweed and getting super strong and super angry, and then oozing green. It was gross. Anyway.
Interesting.
But the girls who were kidnapped, that he kidnapped, ended up being like 15-year-olds. But they were just really big, so Harley thought they were older, and they told her they were 19. So anyway, lost a few members of the team. We'll see what happens in this issue. I have really been liking this, though. Amanda Connor, Jimmy Palmiotti, still working on this. I'll probably buy this till they leave.
Well, there you go. Okay, I got Black Canary, issue number 4.
Oh, cool.
So we got Black Canary as the lead singer of a band, and everything they get into. It's progressing pretty good. I'm not sure how long this series is going to go, though. With the recent cuts at DC, with them announcing cancellations, now that would put this book near the bottom. So I'm not sure how long it'll last.
Well, I noticed a lot of the cuts were things that people weren't reading anyway.
Right,
Yep.
Not sure how these sales are going, and it's kind of got that feel of like, I don't know, the first run in Wonder Woman. Like the art's just a little bit off, I guess, for a superhero book. I mean, it looks good, but it's not as strong as you would hope it would be. Also, here's an issue with DC books this week. Every other page is an ad.
Oh gosh.
Look at your DC book. Start flipping through it. You'll start going.
Yep.
And like every other page is an ad.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's bad. I'd rather have a double ad page and then more double art.
I mean, at least Marvel does those inserts, so they're not technically taking up a page where they have the foldouts for more of their books, and that's kind of a cool way to advertise. But it's never good. I mean, the more ads, the worse. And then you want to
just see. It seems obnoxious right now. Like this week, I noticed it more than anything.
Well, especially since most of the books that we're both reading are Image or some other company. Where Image, I mean, there's the only ads in there. Maybe the last few pages are ads for upcoming books, but you don't have like a Pepsi ad or a Coke ad or a toy ad or a video game ad or whatever. So
True.
yeah,
True.
yeah.
Oh, what you got next? Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. We unboxed, fan mail, myfanmail.com website for this subscription box this past week,
Right.
and Black Canary #1 was the comic in that box, so that was
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of good. And Ray read that, and she was kind of like,
Yeah. I mean, I just like the character, so I was wanting to give it a shot, see what it would do.
Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah, it's still not the Black Canary of pre-New 52. They've changed the character again. She's in a band, so it's like the Batgirl revamp. Like they're trying to change the character a little bit. So, a little disappointed with it, but like I said, it's at 4. I don't think it'll go too much further.
Yeah, that's too bad. Or maybe not.
Right.
So, all right. Well, my next one, Bizarro #4, Jimmy Olsen and Bizarro still on their trek across the country, and we can't forget Bizarro's little pet Chupacabra. So they're having this weird trip across the country. It almost seems like we already did a 4th issue. I don't know. Maybe the story's been dragging on. So now, as you can see, they're going to see Zatanna. So
Nice.
That's the next stop on their trip. So this should be interesting. It's been good. It's funny, the folks doing the. I hate this. This is another one of those where who knows where they put the names and all that, right? The title. Shoot. Again, in between all the ads and everything else.
Yeah. There's no telling.
There it is. So Gustavo Duarte does the cover, which is pretty cool, and he does the art, and it's pretty good. And Heath Corson is writing it, and it's been good. I mean, I've liked this one. It's fun, just a fun book. That and Batmite, the two regular series, and their minis. They end up in a couple of months. So
right.
But anyway, what was your other DC book?
Wonder Woman issue 44. So this is Meredith and David Finch.
Yep, I looked at that one. I was,
continuing her God of War storyline. I think this one actually starts a new storyline. Path to Destiny. So, but so we'll go. I mean, it opens up with Wonder Woman with an arrow in her right there. So, boom, jumping right into it.
Yep. Well, my other one is Injustice #10. This is season. This is Injustice year 4, #10. And the main story here kind of continued from 9, which seems like 9 was just last week. This is a weekly book now.
It seems, I've noticed that about several other books too.
Well, one big section of last week's story, was about Harley and Billy Batson and Aphrodite, whoever that is. She's doesn't matter. On their way to hell. So now it's kind of hell hath no fury, like Harley. So monopolizing on or capitalizing on the Harley Quinn thing this month. So I did pick up one other DC related book, and it's a Vertigo book, and it's iZombie, the first
the trade.
Right. Whatever they're called. I never buy them.
What is that?
Yeah, iZombie, the first trade. So it's the first few issues. $15. But anyway, we wanted to read it. We watched the show and really like it, so we thought we'll pick up the book just to see what it's like. So since the first issue is like $30, I wasn't going to go try to find it, but I figured the trade is manageable. So
yeah. It's a good way to get into a series if you're not sure about it.
Yep, and I may, who knows, I may go pick up the individual issues. I like to do that, so we'll see what happens. All right, we'll start down through our independents, and we always have a good mix and some different stuff that maybe you wouldn't normally pick up off the shelf. I'll pick it up because it looks cool. So the first one that I got is from Legendary, and Legendary is really branched out in the comics recently. I mean, they make films, you like Hellboy and Hellboy 2. Those were Legendary from the film.
Okay, I didn't know it was related to the film company.
Yeah, it's the same icon and everything. It's the same company.
Okay.
So I picked up the Infinite Adventures of Jonas Quantum today, #1, and it's got a cool back cover, lots of action and stuff going on. So it just looks like an interesting story. Mark Guggenheim writes it, and Freddie Williams II is the artist. And the
Cool.
art is pretty cool. Yeah, check out the big giant monster and the detail on that.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And it's pretty cool. So it looks really good. Pretty excited. I want to see, kind of how this story goes. They've had some great series. The Apocalypse was really good. It was about anachronisms and like a world that was kind of shattered in different times, and they had anachronistic devices that were passing across times, and it was a neat story.
Nice.
And they did a town called Dragon, which was great. I mean, it's almost like these are ideas for movies that they just couldn't afford to make into a movie, so they made a comic. And it's like, oh, this is awesome because it plays out like a movie. So it's a neat avenue for them to get some of these great ideas out without having to spend all that money on a big blockbuster that may or may not flop. So pretty cool. And I have one Dark Horse book this week. I picked up The Paybacks, #1. And it's kind of interesting. Just from the cover, it looks like you got a Batman-ish kind of character with his Batmobile-ish thing getting towed. So it's like these are the repo men against the superheroes when they don't pay off their super stuff. It looks pretty cool. Donny Cates is doing the writing, and Donny Cates and Elliot Rahal, and then the art is by Jeff Shaw, and the art's pretty cool. I mean, it's just you can see.
Oh yeah, nice.
There's some neat stuff. So it looks like a good book. I don't know if it's going to be a mini series or what it is, but it doesn't say one of anything. So, something different. So
Good to try new things.
Oh yeah. I always try to pick up if there's a new #1 from something that looks interesting. I'll pick it up. The next one is no exception. It's Space Goat Presents mixtape #1. And I like the heading at the top. It says first issue, Generation Xers and 90s alternative music fans rejoice. So
wow.
We'll see
Nice.
what that's all about. But it's interesting. It's a black and white book. Brad Abram is the writer and creator. Gervasio and Jock are the artists. And it's all.
Oh wow, Jock just did. What did he do last week? Batman.
I think so, didn't he?
Yeah, Batman 44. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, the artwork is cool. It's not colored, black and white, but still looks like an interesting story. So I'll let you know how it is.
Cool.
And then from Oni Press this week, the 3rd issue of Invader Zim came out.
Nice.
So I had to pick that up. Great story so far. Really want to see what's going to happen as Zim and Dib continue to battle it out.
Sure.
We'll see what happens. And you have one, right?
What?
You have a book you wanted to talk about.
And the Lady Mechanica Tablet of Destinies, issue #5. Are you caught up on this series?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh, that is cool. I love those. I mean, his art is just amazing.
Yeah. Did now I sent you those a couple issues of Weapon Zero, right?
Yes, and I did not read them yet.
Well, yeah, but that's him, same guy.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of his career, I guess, in comics. That was the first time I ever heard of him.
Cool.
Was when that book came out back in the day. So, yeah, I mean, I'm still in on this series. More than anything, it's the art that draws me to this, book.
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful. If
the
you want
storyline's really interesting. I like the story.
Yeah, there it is. Weapon Zero.
It looks pretty good. I just haven't read it yet.
It starts with like T-4. I don't remember what issues I sent you, but it goes backwards.
That's
T-4, T-3.
Yeah. I don't know what else was in the stack there, but that's what I could get to.
That's cool. Okay, what you got next?
Dynamite books. And they are dynamite. The Spirit, #3. I actually missed #2, so I got to go back and pick it up. But I love the art. That cover is just amazing. It's been pretty interesting. Matt Wagner's writing it. So Grendel, if you like Grendel and that kind of stuff, it's a good story. It's not too gritty, which is kind of I actually expected from him. But it's a good story overall. So really like his treatment of Will Eisner's The Spirit. And I had to pick this up. I saw this on the shelf. Voltron from the Ashes, number 1.
Jeez.
Had to pick it up.
I thought about it.
You know, so we'll see how this is. I don't know exactly where we pick up in the story. You know, if they're doing a reboot or what exactly they're doing, but the artwork looks cool. You got
Is it a new team or is it an old team?
no idea.
Oh, they get the sword.
Cool stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see who's doing the work. Cullen Bunn is writing it.
Oh wow, could be good.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Blackie Shepherd's doing the illustration. Adriano Augusto does the coloring.
And I'm gonna go pick that up since Cullen Bunn's writing it.
Oh yeah, can't beat that.
Right.
You know, it's cool when you find stuff like that. You go, oh, hey, he's writing it. All right, pick it up. So.
Might get it digitally.
It's not the same.
It is. Well, I'm so used to it now, though.
I know. So I have a couple books from IDW. My daughter actually has me put this one on my pull. So, you know, for all the bronies out there, My Little Pony.
I mean,
issue
whatever.
34.
Just say you like it.
You know,
it's okay.
I don't read them anymore. I read the first couple issues, and they're
To
funny.
make sure they were okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you never know sometimes.
Right.
But they're funny, and then Dulcie will read them, and she'll tell me about them. Oh, and this one, and this happened, and this happened. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. I don't care.
That's precious.
But anyway, then her and Nora share, so they're you know only a year or so apart, so they share comics. So
Interest.
yeah, and then I got String Divers number 2. Number 1 was very interesting. You have this group of 4 robots, like nano explorers.
Yeah.
And they were sent down to the quantum level to do some
Stuff.
exploration. And they found weird stuff, and these things attacked them, and one of them died, and it was pretty cool. The artwork is really interesting. Almost, and I'm thinking,
What you thinking?
history. I'm thinking this looks a lot like some of the artwork I was seeing in Judge Dredd. Just similar, you know. So I don't know if maybe they did some of the work, like Chris Royale did some of the art, or Nelson Daniel maybe did the art. I'll have to go back and look. No. Sorry. Who's doing the art? I don't know. It's Ashley Wood as creator and art director. Storytellers: Nelson Daniel, Chris Royale. Letters: Neil.
So one of the storytellers is the artist.
I guess so. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's good, but it's I picked up second issue. We'll see what happens. 2 books from Boom, and then we can get into Image. So
who are these from? Sorry.
Boom Studios.
Boom.
Both the books from Boom I have are based on movies from the 80s. Escape from New York, which has been a great series so far. Number 10 is out this week. Definitely pick that up. See the exploits of Snake Plissken. What's going on with that?
Don't call me Pliskin.
He actually has snuck back into New York to kill the president. It's awesome. They didn't get to kill him in the first movie, so now he's going back in to kill him. And Big Trouble in Little China, number 16.
Wow.
Jack
Jack
Dalton. Jack Burton. I was like, because I just had Snake Plissken in my head. I'm like, what the heck? Jack Burton fights for his life against the collector guy who's been trying to capture him, and he's fighting back against these mercenaries and everything. It's just a whole big cool thing. It's been pretty neat.
Nice.
Yep. So Image.
I got 4.
I only have 6 this week.
What?
Yeah, one of them I was kind of like, should I get this or should I not get it? I think it's almost over, and I still kind of like it, but it's kind of weird.
I don't know. I got one that ended, I think, this week.
So I got Odyssey, number 7.
Yeah.
And it's, anyway, it's one of those books. It's like the whole gender. It's Matt Fraction and Christian Ward,
Right. It's a
and
retelling of Homer's The Odyssey.
right in a gender bent,
Right.
weirdo kind of
Futuristic, weird,
futuristic thing.
crazy way.
The artwork is cool. The story reads like Homer's Odyssey, and it's just rewritten. I mean, it actually is written in stanzas and whatever. It's very interesting the way they've done it.
Mm-hmm.
The story's weird and sometimes very hard to follow. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm just not sure that I want to continue getting it.
I gotcha.
So
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yep. What you got next?
Death Vigil, issue number 8 from
Death
Image
Vigil.
and Top Cow.
Okay, I did not pick that one up.
Yeah, this is, I believe, the last issue. I think it ends here because he's moving on to work on Switched, which we get a preview of in the back.
Cool.
But this has been, it's a good book. It's a fun book. I would recommend it in trade.
Nice.
Some good art. And, I mean, this is the guy who's going to be doing most of the Top Cow stuff going forward. Or the big Top Cow titles, anyway,
Okay, awesome. All right, I had Shudder number 15, which has a really cool-looking cover.
Nice.
This has been a really cool story. Kate Christopher used to be a famous explorer on Earth, and this Earth that she lives on is much more fantastic than ours, they say. Monsters exist and magical kind of stuff and just weird things going on. But then she quit, and nobody really knew why. And so this is kind of the story of what happened afterwards. She had siblings she didn't know who all of a sudden showed up, some of them trying to kill her, some of them trying to help her. So it's just really interesting. She found her mom at one point in some kind of weird alternate reality, alternate dimension. Her dad is an alternate dimension. It's just weird. Or her grandfather or something. It's very, very interesting. Joe Keating is writing it, and I really like it. The artwork is just amazing. You can see from that picture there. It is just really cool art.
Wow.
So I like it. It's been a good story.
All right, next. Invincible, 123.
I saw that on the shelf. I was like, I know Justin's going to pick that up.
Yep. I mean, we're almost. I mean, you got to love the tagline at the bottom here. It says, "Look out! This issue is as amazing as this cover is misleading."
Nice.
So, and then at the top, it's still, the best superhero that's crossed out comic in the universe because now he's off in the universe.
Awesome.
But there is a big change coming for this series, so I mean, maybe this issue, next issue would be a really good point to jump on if anybody's looking to jump on this book.
Cool. Okay. Now we'll go to the two other ones that I have for my regular series. This one, actually, I was just talking about it on Facebook. The Fade Out, Ed Brubaker's book. I love this series. It's set in like a noir kind of crime setting, so there's been a murder and this guy's trying to figure out what happened. It's set back in Hollywood of like the 30s and 40s, the McCarthy stuff, all the Red Scare. What was that, the 40s?
Mm-hmm.
30s,
no, the
40s.
50s.
Oh, that's the 50s. Okay,
when they were doing the communist trial.
It's after World War
everybody
II.
in.
Yep, after World War II.
Yeah.
So it's the 50s, and it's kind of the height of Hollywood, and you've got just all this different stuff going on. It's really great. The artwork is kind of slower color, like not real bright or anything, but it's just an excellent series. This is number 9 out this week, and it's been getting good. You got a guy who's ghostwriting for this other guy on a film, and he was with this girl who was the lead one night, and then she ended up dead. And he blacked out drunk, and he doesn't remember what happened. But he was trying to piece together what happened that night. So it's been very interesting because there's so many people involved in the story.
Oh, wow.
Let me throw up my other one. So you have 2 left, right?
Yeah.
I have 3. So Manifest Destiny, number 17 is out. Some things look a little bad for somebody there. Lost their head. This has been a great story. It's the true story of Lewis and Clark's trip across the nation as a young nation, trying to discover and map and in some cases destroy the magical and mystical and supernatural things they may find. So it's been a great story so far.
Yeah, I've read the first trade. I've got the first trade, so I think I'm just going to do it in trades, I guess.
Yeah, might as well. It's definitely good, and I think I heard it was optioned for TV. I'm not sure, but
Probably.
I think there's the first issue is like $65, so it's definitely spiked up. Anytime that happens, people speculate like crazy. So
Oh yeah.
that's pretty funny. All right, what you got?
Okay, going forward, Secret Identities number 7.
Cool.
It's been a good book. I mean, it's a new superhero team put together, and one of them turns out to not be such a good guy. And
Nice.
repercussions from that. New characters have been added in at this point, but just a new take on a team, basically. But it's been a fun book up to issue 7 so far.
Awesome. And who's writing that?
This is by, I just saw it, and I can't remember the name. The story is by Brian Jonas.
Okay.
So,
Haven't heard of him.
No, I haven't either. I mean, this is, I can't think of anything this person has done before, but
Okay.
it's really good.
Yeah, if you're sitting out there and you know, hey, I know who this guy is and he's done something else, let us know.
let us know.
We're definitely interested in knowing.
Secret
And we'll
Identity.
probably go look it up later, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
My last 2 books are number 1s.
I have my last book as the number 1.
Which one could it be?
It has a black cover.
Okay, then I'll pick the other one. I picked up Wolf number 1 because it's written by Alice Cott. I really like him. I think that's a him.
Mm-hmm.
That's been writing Dead Drop from Valiant.
Oh, from Valiant. Nice.
Yeah. So Matt Taylor does the artwork, and I mean, I love this scene. This was just really cool. And we saw a preview of this in Image Books a couple months ago, I think. So this book was huge. I mean, you can see how thick that thing is.
Yeah, it is.
And it was only $4.99, which is $1 more than most Valiant books normally are. But this says Antoine Wolf, a hard-boiled paranormal detective with a death wish, has to cope with sudden responsibility for an orphan teenage girl who might be the key to the impending apocalypse, California style. Also featured a bag full of cash, a serial killer on the loose, and many secrets. So, pretty cool. Alice Cott's worked on Zero, Secret Avengers, and then he's been part of Matt Taylor's been part of the team that's worked on Deep State, Deadly Class, and The Wicked and the Divine.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool. It's definitely worth. I think it's worth picking up. At least going out and get this first, feels like double-sized issue, and checking it out. It's a neat new book.
Awesome. Okay, the last one, I'm assuming, is the same one that we both got. Tokyo Ghost.
Tokyo Ghost. I was going to get the other cover. That would have been cooler, right?
I thought about it too. I may go back and just get it, but I wanted this cover. I wanted this one.
Yeah, this is a cool looking one. I definitely like that.
If anybody watching out there, if you're not sure what this one is, this is set in like 2089. Nobody works. Everybody's just obsessed with technology and trying to get their hands on the latest tech or anything they can find. And everything's kind of run by gangsters who kind of control the technology. And this one, it seems like we're going to follow 2 people that work for the gangsters or something, and they go chasing some people into the last bastion of non-technology, like the tech-free zone, and that's the Garden City of Tokyo.
Cool.
So, I don't know. I just thought it sounded like a really cool kind of concept, and it's got some, pretty fun art.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's Rick Remender writing it.
Yeah,
so.
Right. And Sean Murphy. They make a good team.
Yeah.
So definitely cool. A neat book. And the back cover has a cool little teaser for the cover for number 2. So
yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right. Well, that's all of our indie stuff, all our DC and everybody. Now we got Marvel left.
Marvel.
Break Marvel into 2 categories. We do our non-Secret Wars Marvel stuff. Let
us not forget that digitally we're both reading everything from Valiant and Zenescope, and we have shows. We have shows like just another Zenescope Monday, where we talk about all of the Zenescope books that came out, and we have Thursday's Valiant Effort, where we talk about all the Valiant books that came out. So
that's right.
Watch out for those.
We'll have a big Valiant show this week.
Yep.
That we're going to be doing probably tomorrow.
Massive catch-up Valiant show.
It'll catch us up on 6 weeks worth of Valiant stuff. So if you've been jonesing for some Valiant, you'll get it there. We'll shoot through every issue we can, go through and let you know what happened, what's going to happen. And then the same for Xenoscope. We've got a couple weeks to catch up on. Not so many books there. I think we're doing 16 Valiant books. Xenoscope, we have 7. So that'll come out on Monday.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Check those out. So,
lots of comics. And, we always do other stuff. Since we're putting the plugs in here, we always do other shows. We've got our unboxing stuff. We'll have some unboxing videos. Hopefully next week we should have Loot Crate. I don't think we're getting Geek Fuel this month. We might be. I think we're getting Comic Block again, and then you're getting Comic Block, right?
I don't know if I got this month. I got last month. I didn't get anything different than you. So
okay. And then I don't know if we're going to have fan mail again or not. They really liked the video, but I didn't hear if they wanted to continue with that. So I'm debating dropping Loot Crate because I pay for that myself, and picking up Smuggler's Bounty.
Or Comic Bento.
Comic Bento looks good, but it's trades, and I don't like trades. You get that one.
Trades knob.
I like single issues.
What's the one you did?
The one I picked up?
No, the one you're thinking of. No.
Smuggler's Bounty.
Smugglers, okay.
Smuggler's Bounty. It's the new Star Wars one from... it's the same folks that do Marvel's Collector Corps.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that one might be good.
The first box comes out in November. It's 2 pops, a T-shirt, and some other stuff for $25.
That's not that bad.
No,
that's
it's not
the price
too bad.
Of the pops, really.
Yeah. Well, and I thought, if it's 2 exclusives, I mean, some of those other exclusives from the Marvel Collector Corps stuff have been like, it's just through the roof. So it's kind of funny. But we'll see. Speaking of Star Wars, my first 2 books are Star Wars books. First one is Star Wars number 9 from Marvel. It's the new Star Wars series. This has been leading off of A New Hope, the first movie. So it's been just continuing from that. And it's been a good series so far. So it's almost like they're putting together a series to connect, episode 4 and episode 5. And then I don't know if they'll do another series to connect episode 5 to episode 6. And then Shattered Empire started last week. And that's to connect episode 6 to episode 7.
Right.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Right.
So this has been a good series so far. So we'll see what happens. Looks like Han and Leia are coming into this one now. We've kind of been focusing on Luke, Vader, but it looks like we run into Jabba-ish kind of guy. So we'll see what happens there. But looks good.
Star Wars.
And, Jason Aaron's writing it. It's been a great series.
Nice.
And the other one I have is Lando, number 4. And this one's written by Charles Soule.
Is that a miniseries? Lando
I don't know. I think it's a miniseries. Most of them they've been doing 5 issues. But I think like Kanan is going on 6 is due to come out.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. It doesn't. Let's see here. No, there's a next issue. So this is number 4. So there'll be a 5 at least for Lando.
Cool.
I don't know for sure, but it's been good. I like this one. It's kind of a pre his when he first shows up in Empire Strikes Back. It's kind of pre that. So how did Lando become who he is?
Right.
So he's
still.
Oh
crap! We stole the Emperor's super yacht ship.
Yeah, that was something. So we'll see what happens. The repercussions of that because they're still chasing him. So
my only issue with that series is that it hasn't progressed
with Lando.
Like because it seemed like issues 2 and 3 you're just still on the ship.
Yeah, I mean you had the introduction of some characters and the introduction of that new bounty hunter, which is kind of cool. So you had kind of things being like the groundwork being laid. Yeah, for a big story. So it's and Lobot, the whole stuff with Lobot. So
trying to get him back.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It was some interesting. I mean, they were talking about Lobot, where he was saying, well, if he loses, like he doesn't have concentration, then his implants take over his brain. So like he has to stay conscious and focused in order to keep himself human. So that's pretty interesting. I thought
that's weird.
Yeah. So I have 4 Secret Wars crossover books this week.
I also have 4 Secret Wars crossover books.
Ooh.
Oh, so it doesn't look like either one of us picked up a big book from Marvel this week, so we'll just kind of touch on that real quick. You did not get Captain America White?
No, I did not.
I did not either, and I went there with the intent to get it. And
There were
then
this many copies
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
shelf
yeah.
at my comic shop.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was.
all
I
the
think it was.
variant covers and all. I was like,
Yeah, it was
just
stacked.
wait.
No, I picked it up and looked at it, and then I was like, oh.
That's not good. No.
The art just didn't speak to me. I'll say that.
No.
It just didn't capture my wallet.
Yeah, I didn't. We were talking about it that it's kind of the continuation of what Daredevil Yellow and Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean it's a origin
Blue.
retelling.
Yeah.
So the first issue of this one is him in World War II.
Okay, so it's something that I don't know. I like that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to go back and get it because then I'll want to go get the other 3 series,
No.
and I'm not going to do that.
I might get the trade. Hey.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's your first one that you did pick up this week then for Secret Wars stuff?
Infinity Gauntlet, number 4.
Yep.
All right. So we got our lovely family of Novas and, our super good buddy Thanos, who's just super awesome, like super nice guy Thanos.
Right.
Until... Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, I think Gary Duggan's been doing a good job with this one, I think.
Yeah, I really liked it. And in this one, the Guardians of the Galaxy show up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of something different. But yeah, it's been good. I like the artwork. It's I love the detail. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I like her Nova mask or her helmet and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool design that you haven't kind of seen before. So
yeah,
that's cool. Okay, what's yours?
And speaking of Guardians, I got Guardians of Nowhere number 4. Yep, this has been a good series too. So I don't know if this is the end or some of these have been going 4, some have been going 5. This is a to be continued. To be concluded in Secret Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah,
that's
cool.
Awesome. And I love the fact that Gamora got to keep her Black Vortex powers. That carried over into Secret Wars. That was awesome.
I was hoping Kitty Pryde would too, but then that Kitty that they've got is so anyway.
Well, they've got if you read Kitty or Star-Lord and Kitty Pryde, there's every version of her you could think of. But no, I haven't seen the Mystic Universe
Cosmic
Kitty yet. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. My last 2 are Spider books.
I got 1 Spider book and 1 non-Spider book.
Okay. Age
of Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I know you haven't been into it, but it's almost over. Every Marvel book I got this week was a number 4.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I got 1 number 5. So I got
gotcha.
I got
Go ahead.
Spider-Verse. No, I got Spider-Verse number 5.
Nice. I did not get that one.
You didn't get that one. This has been an interesting series. Last issue they figured out that Norman Osborn is not a good guy.
Really?
Surprise! Yeah, he's bad. Wow, okay, so everybody else knew that except for them, and we're all going, he's a bad guy. So, Spider-Gwen, you got Peter Porker, Spider-Ham, you got Noir Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, I guess, British Spider-Guy, and then Indian Spider-Guy.
Spider-Man from India.
Yeah, Spider-Man from Britain.
That's what he calls himself. Spider-Man from India.
That's awesome.
Spider-Man from India.
So this is the last issue of this one. It does have an end, so we'll see what happens after that. But I have heard that they're doing an ongoing Spider-Verse something coming into the new Marvel Universe.
Yes, there will be a Spider-Verse book in the all-new, all-different Marvel now.
Whatever.
0.1.
52.
Yes.
Crisis on Infinite Marvel 52 books.
Wars. Yeah. Secrets.
Secret Wars. Contest of Champions.
That's a book too.
Yeah, I know. Well, it was a book back in the 70s,
I know.
Okay.
I remember.
Okay,
I don't
last
remember.
issue.
I've read it before.
Last one.
Yep. Spider Island.
Yep. Had to pick it up.
Number 4.
Is this the end?
No.
No. One more to be concluded.
They're all going 5.
Yeah, so this has been pretty good. Now, a couple of them went 4, a couple ones I got.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
it's weird because like all of these are wrapping up and we still don't have the last issues of, I mean, what did we get? 5?
Yeah, we're at
I think
5.
we're
We
still
still
waiting on
have
6, 7, 8, and 9 now.
December. It will not end until December, but I think next week we get number 6. I think we get number 6 next week.
Maybe.
I'm pretty
That's what
well.
they said a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Well, we were supposed to get like 6 and 7 in the same week at one point. So
That ain't gonna
I don't
happen.
know. But yeah, Spider Island's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm just kind of at this point just hanging on to see how it ends.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of sad part about Secret Wars is realistically at this point, all the books, all the tie-in books are just kind of what ifs.
But I read Korvac Saga, and I knew you didn't read Korvac Saga, but that's like the one book, and then Guardians of Nowhere. Those are the 2 books I feel like that have this major impact on everything, and that has to carry over somehow. Because the Guardians 3000 series that was before completely led into Korvac Saga.
Okay.
And then Korvac Saga played out this story between Wonder Man and Korvac, who were barons of these 2 different, Simon was baron of the Holy Wood, Hollywood, and then Korvac was the baron of this other area, and they came together because the Guardians were Korvac's team and the Avengers were Wonder Man's team.
Right.
And there was this whole weird madness that was taking over people and turning them into monsters. And it turns out that Korvac was the cause of the madness because his telepathic, telekinetic, and whatever powers were so powerful, but they had been so suppressed that they were eking out in his subconscious and they were infecting other people.
Oh,
so
wow.
in the end, he turns into, Super Korvac full of stars and everything. It's pretty cool. And he sacrifices himself, sort of, maybe disappears, maybe goes into hiding, we don't really know, to make sure that the Guardians still know what's going on and they get kind of teleported away from the whole battle. So everybody thinks they're dead, but they're not really dead. So in the end, the last line from Starhawk is, "We are the ones who know." And I thought that was really cool because then it's like, as they're walking down the beach, we are the ones who know. It's like, that's got to mean something. So we'll see what happens.
Maybe they'll show up in the main title soon then.
Maybe. It'll be pretty cool.
Cool.
So that's it for this week. Tons of books, a lot of stuff out. So there's quite a bit of stuff on the shelf that I did not pick up.
Yep, same here.
Some things I definitely passed over. Like I had gotten, I think, the first 2 issues of Age of Apocalypse, and I just decided not to get the rest of it. I think there was a couple other Marvel books out this week that I was just like, eh.
I wasn't going to get Spider Island and maybe not Age of Apocalypse, but I didn't get Captain America White, so I justified picking up the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to get Bags and Boards too, so that was just, well, anyway.
I got to get that too. I didn't.
Yeah.
We could do a whole show just talking about that pain.
We could. Well, and that would be a good thing because I know maybe some of you are thinking, well, what's the best way to put my books away? What's the best way to maybe catalog them? So what I'm trying to get a hold of the folks that make the comic-based software that I use, and this is Comic-Base 2015 that I've been using to catalog my collection. I did an article on the site about this, so if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about it, you can go to comicbook.com and just go up to the little search bar and type in Comic-Base, and there's a review out there that I did on that. But I'd love to have them on the show to talk about it. So we may see what we can do about getting an interview with them, talk about that software because they have several different versions out, and they really are one of the best softwares out there for cataloging your comics. So
cool,
pretty cool. Not cheap, but good. So, all right, everybody. If you've got comments, please leave them. If you like this, please like us. If you share it, I would appreciate it if you share it. If you want us to change something, let us know. Put it in the comments. If you've got a picture that you'd love to see as our background here, send it to us. We'll think about it. Maybe we'll put it up there. You never know. we'd love to see some original art from anybody who wants to draw something up. That
Yeah.
would be truly awesome. So we do have some comics we may be giving away with next week's show. I think I have 3 that I can throw in a bundle. Couple first issues that we can do. So I think I have one more prize to send out, and that's the Lando #1. We did have a winner on that, I think. And we have a couple giveaways going on the site right now. We have Mega Bloks, actually. If you check out our site, we have the Halo Mega Bloks that I did. We did an unboxing video on this week, and I actually took this, put it all together in 1 hour. It was amazing. It was just a feat of
whole video. Genius. It's like crazy.
It was awesome. Like the best thing you'll watch all week, other than this show.
It is. So, if you set it and you watch it in like super speed, fast forward, it's ridiculous how fast you put that thing together.
Yeah. Of course, then you'll miss how to win one of those.
You will, because you don't know where it is in the video, where we say what you got to do.
We kind of hid it in there, so. But we do it. We do talk about it several times. So, but yeah, definitely check that out. Other than that, I think that's the only giveaway we have going on right now. So stay tuned. We will definitely have some more stuff coming up. Don't forget, if you're on the East Coast, Baltimore Comic-Con comes up in 2 weekends, and there's a lot of big stuff going on there. Valiant's going to be there. Several other publishers will have stuff set up. Tons of artists, tons of creators, tons of guests. So pretty cool stuff. Any other conventions coming up other than early October with New York City Comic-Con?
No.
Nothing else big. Yeah, nothing else I can think of. So, but yeah, if you know of another convention nearby that's a big one, let me know. We'll put it in the comments, and maybe we'll see what we can get some coverage on it and get a show. I'd love to do a show at a con. I just haven't finagled my way into that yet.
Logistics and getting a table or a room or something like that, it's a little bit more difficult. But you never know.
Yep. I think we'll just get a GoPro and just walk around.
That's probably the way to do it. Yeah. Cool.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We hope you go out and find some comics. Read them, love them, do whatever with them. Just don't tell us what you do with them.
Dirty magazines.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one.